It's 30 degrees. I'm sitting here in a bobble hat. Nice. And a broccoli Christmas t-shirt because I'm a rebel like that. And also, just so we're all on the same page, I did these transfers for my team about 10 days ago. Okay? And I'm old and my memory is terrible. So, this will be like a discovery for all of us and how bad or good the transfer window's gone. So, let's have a look. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine and stuff. It's actually a little bit cooler today. I live in the north of Northern Ireland, you know. I'm fully expecting to avoid all sort of temperature and heat and stuff like that. You know, it's a good reason for being there, but it found us. It's melting everywhere on my body. I have a nasty case of Betty Swallocks. Right, okay, so let's look at transfers. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for indulging me on my little break. I say break. A break from streaming and YouTube. I'm going to be back streaming next week. But I've been working on, like, a whole different startup company. Because, you know, I'm strange like that. And another side project, which will be revealed in due course. Now, let's find some transfers. So, first of all, we've got the guys that we signed on youth intake day. Right, okay, who are these people? Okay, how far are we going back? Okay, so that was the Peruvian youngster, wasn't it? Carlos Rodriguez, who's a very good youngster. We know about him. We know all about him. So we got Samuel Boateng from Air United for 100k. He is a striker, probably like not exceptional, but he's only 18. He's probably going to be third or fourth. We have lost a big player as well. I don't know if you saw it already, but he's a very good youngster, very much worth 100k. He'll probably be like fourth choice this season, maybe. And then we've got Harry Winiarski from Ross County for 100k. Another young striker. He's going to be loaned out this season, which is good. He's got amazing finishing. His physicals needs up. He's only 17. And then we got our regens. Because his name isn't Stoked Owl. That would be very strange. I think it's Stoked Owl, Tim Jensen. No idea who that guy is. And David Valeri. I think they are the regens. So we got the one on from Tottenham. A good right winger. Another 18-year-old can play up top if needed. Very good young player. And then we have, and obviously they're all picked from the Just Giving people at random. We're slowly getting through them. And then we got Regis Mozinga, who I mainly bought because I just like saying Mozinga, for £1 million. But he is very good, well-rounded central midfield, can play as the sort of ball-wing midfielder, can play as the sort of all-round central midfielder. He's the next Kevin De Bruyne. That's what I'm telling myself. So we got Tim from Arsenal, another good striker, and another thing, we have a new affiliate club, which is Ebbsfleet, and I'm going to show you them in a second because they're our new pet project because we can't fix the other one. And then we got David Valeri from Birmingham, a young right winger, another 18-year-old. He's also at Ebbsfleet, so they're the two big guns going to Ebbsfleet to fire them to glory. And then we got Brian Kelsey from Brighton. Okay, so let's just pretend that sentence never happened and start again. Brian Kelsey, on loan from Brighton. Central defensive option, and he's very, very good. I've not made a video for a week. I'm out of practice. And then we got this guy. I remember this guy because this guy doesn't have a work permit. But you know, sometimes you try and sign a player and he's for like 52 grand and you think he's so worth it. I'm just going to sign him anyway. We'll try and work something out. We'll loan him out, try and get him a work permit. He's really, look, he's 19 years old. He's really good. Hopefully he'll get a work permit at some point. He's on loan at Magdeburg, definitely how you pronounce that team. Sorry, it's Magdeburg. Yeah, that's it. Let's go with that one. But like, yeah, Hopefully he'll get a work permit. If not, we'll make a little profit and get rid of him at some point. But I couldn't not sign him. He's too good. Then we have Aiden Thornton from Hamilton. We spent a lot of money on this guy, and he's pretty damn good. Loads of flair, loads of vision. Okay passing, cracking technique, sort of good playmaker option, okay physicals, but the rest of it's really, really good. 24-year-old Irish. Wow, it's not... He should be looking at getting into the Ireland squad, surely. But he's very, very good. I think he was he the one transfer listed? I might have just made that up. There's a fair chance I made that up. You'll know better than me. Like you saw the episode. Was he transfer listed? Rico Lane from Nottingham Forest unknown. My perennial problem of finding wingers is still proving to be a pain in the dick. But this guy's very good. Really well-rounded player. Good physicals. Only 18 as well. Absolutely beastly. We also got Deacon back in on loan. Now, I did have an offer of £3 million accepted for this guy, but I don't have that sort of money. But at least he'll, Sheffield Wednesday, they obviously need some cash still, so maybe at the end of this season, we might look at picking him up, because he had a great season with us last time. And we got Dan Smith on loan again. He's going to play as our right winger. So, very happy. I think the squad's good. But we have lost a legend. There's more. We've got more incomings as well. Did he go out next? Okay. Where is he? Where's the legend I was just talking about? Right, so let me go through. As you can see, there he is. Dan. He's gone. So I got rid of Dunsmore. Now, he's a very good youngster. I don't think he's ever going to be a superstar. He's a bit too old. If he was like 18, 19, you'd think, yes. Technical, mentals rather a little bit... But he was just awful. Remember, we were like, celebrating if he popped in with a 6.5. He only played 6 for us, and I was just like, I can't be arsed, so I'll just take the 300k. Just like write it off. So, sometimes they just don't fit. Levi Pillinger went for 200k. I think he's a good, an all-round player. I don't think he's probably like lower-end championship material. He's not going to improve, though. We need to get on. Where's Lincoln? They're in League One. Yeah, probably a really good player in League One. And then we got Les Battersby. He's gone to Stoke for 300k because he's just not good enough. Just like not a bad player. Another really solid League One player. And that's why he's gone to Stoke in the Premier League. Imagine transfer yourself to Twitter timeline where you're a Stoke fan and you're like, oh, new signing. Oh, this Les Battersby fella, I've never heard of him. He must be one of them good youngsters that we've poached from the lower leagues. And then you go, how well's he done? Oh, he played absolutely shit in the Championship. No assists and no goals. No man of the matches. 6.69 average. Great. Do a job. He'll do a job. And then Adan went to Sun for £5 million. That was my big... But because we needed to give him a new contract and he wanted stupid amounts of money. Both strikers wanted stupid amounts of money. And I'm like, I can't. He wanted like 15 grand or something like that. I seem to remember like before. So I thought it was time to cash in. He had an okay season. Not enough goals. Great amount of assists. Average rating was up slightly. I think he was just getting more involved in the actual play. But I would happily have kept him. But I think it was time to, get that money and reinvest it. And then we sent out the loanies and stuff like that. And then more loanies. And then Smegatron has gone to Brentford in the Championship. Like, he's not a bad player. He's one of our regens. He's not a bad player. But there's massive holes. It's one of those players. Some amazing numbers. Some horrific numbers. It's like, his passing is amazing. His vision's a bit low. His off the ball's fucking shocking. But, he's got amazing determination. But then the rest of his mentals are awful. Just never going to make it for me. So, I want him, he's as a regen. I want him to get some football. So he's not going to get it here. Get out of the club, mate. And then, finally, this guy we've definitely seen before because I pre-signed him ages ago. This is another young striker coming through with some really good physicals and a good all-rounder as well. L'Oreal. And then we got Tommy Soden on a free transfer, just a little pickup because he didn't want much wages and he's a very good youngster. We've immediately loaned him out to Tranmere in League 2 to get a bunch of first-team football. So all in all, and as I always sort of tend to do, got a couple of other players going out as well. We've made more money than we spend we spent like, probably like 3 million in all-ish, but we've made 6 million probably or something like that. So the bank balance is great. 12.5 million. Unfortunately, they only gave us like 30% of the transfer rev. So we sold a player for 5 million. I'm like, yes, let's get that striker, the 3 million guy. Let's just get him. Fuck it. And then I was like, you've got 700 grand to spend, mate. I'm like, oh. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. But in other news, we have our new and improved stadium, 9,997 seats. Just put in 3 seats, like just 3 deck chairs in the corner or something. Which is nice because we were filling out the stadium last season. We still need to work on training. We could. We've got the money. This is just so expensive. Okay, let's just do it. I really wish, Miles, if you're watching, I've probably asked this before, when you go to ask for improvements to CAD stuff, facilities, it should come back and say, yes, we agree to it. This is going to cost £4 million. Are you sure you want to do it? Because sometimes you think it's like going to be 100k and then it ends up being 5 million. Or sometimes you ask them to increase youth level and they go, yeah, cool, which is immediate sometimes if you've got the facilities. But then if you haven't, sometimes they go, and to do that, we've spent £6 million on these gold-plated toilets. So I'm glad. So I wish they, let us. Oh, they've agreed to it. Because Football Manager likes to, not be in order. It's like with VAR, it tells you in the text below if it's offside before the big screen tells you it's a goal or not. So they've agreed to it. And how much is it going to cost? I'm going to say 3 million. Right, let's have a quick look at the preview. We have not improved whatsoever. Even all 3 promoted teams are much better position than we are. Bournemouth are back in the Championship. Okay, that's fine. I think this is going to be another season of pretty much staying, building this bank balance, building the fan base. We're increasing every year. Might need to expand the stadium again. Should we just ask for it now? Because literally the day the stadium was built, I said, can you expand it? And they're like, yeah, shit, we better expand it. So let's just try it. Oh, we cut, yeah. I'm interested to know what they'll say with that. Okay. Barker signed a new 5-year deal, the Welsh #1. Which is very exciting. Very happy to have him because we've got Sean Kennedy, another, semi-decent youngster that he's just going to sit in the under-18s. Another problem, the board won't accept having an under-23 team. I feel at this point we should have an under-23 team. But the board kept saying, no, we don't need it, mate. But what about for 20-year-old players that need first-team football? We have to just loan everybody out that's not under 18. Which is very annoying. Right, so Barker, Muska at right back. Let's go with the legend. Christopherson and McNally, the captain, marvellous. And then at left back, we've got 3 options, I think. Yeah, Camphius, who's more of a cover, more defensive. Severino and Jamie Campbell, who I almost sold. Did I transfer? No. But decided against it. Just because he can play left wing as well if we have a bit of an injury crisis. And then Dan Smith's going to play on the right this season. We've got Rico Lane on the left. And then in midfield, I've still got Kingsley. Because I'm confident that this season is going to be his breakout season. I think he's taken 2 years to settle in. 6.48. Fuck me. 2 years to settle in. Because it's a culture shock coming from Scotland. I was going to make a joke. I'm just going to leave it. So we're going to have Aiden Thornton as our central midfielder. And then we're going to, where is he? Jay Blake as our ball-winning midfielder. Weirdly, I'm remembering quite a lot, which is spooking me. Let's keep Roosters to poach. Give him King of the Poachers. Okay. And then we'll go Kelsey, Campius, Kloss can play on both sides. Rodriguez, Mozinga, Owl, and L'Oreal. And then we'll make you... You can play for the under 18s at 18, right? Because under 18s is like a... Suggests 17 and lower, isn't it? I'm pretty sure he plays. Right, okay. So we have a squad. Despite... And with making a transfer profit, I think we've improved slightly. I don't think it's drastic improvements, but I also think the young players are going to improve. I am still looking at signing another left back. I think Campus is a good backup. I don't think Severino is ever going to make it. He's a little bit underdeveloped. Right, let's do it. Let us do it. I will do also, because I keep meaning to, but now I'm back, I will be doing a Patreon update soon to say thank you to all the new patrons. I appreciate every fucking patron because it means that I can occasionally take a week off without shitting myself. Because the joy of being self-employed, if you don't stream, if you don't, make videos, you tend not to make any money. But thank you to everyone that supports me on Patreon that allows me for... Go on, Deeks! Okay, he's cut back. Dinks on to the back post! Danny Smith, let's go. 1 minute in. 500 to 1. 500 to 1. Come on, Football Manager. Maybe it's like a bug. It's 1 to 500 on. It's that much of a dead cert. Right. Let's just do what we do. After the sort of back end of last season and it all kind of fell apart horribly. Oh, McNally, look at that, the centre-back. I kind of am worried that oh, it's a penalty. I want to get a good start to this season. I want to get points on the board because I don't think this season's about promotion. I think... Go on, Deke. Yes! I don't think this season's about promotion. I think it's survival in the championship. We're making money easily that we're able to massively invest in. We've built a new stadium. We've expanded the stadium. We've improved youth and training facilities all in the last few years. So we spent hugely on infrastructure. And so if we do this training facilities, and I'm not sure if they'll agree to another expansion just yet, but if we can get that agreed and it's a few million, then the rest of the money is basically just going to be sitting there. We're going to make some profit, make some bank, and... Oh, what a tackle that is, Christopherson. He's kept it in as well. I'm not sure if he should have. And then we start reinvesting heavily in the squad. Because like I said, even though we've made good... Oh, even though we've made good money, we don't get to spend it because we get 30%. I'd like one season where we just go... Just splurge. Just bukkake the transfer market. Don't look it up. Don't Google it. Incognito, if you're going to Google that, if you don't know what it is. McNally plays a long ball aimlessly. Thornton. Nice ball. Deacon. Roos. Deacon. Lane. Deacon. Oh, it's beautiful. Deeks. Hey. I think Cardiff are quite good, aren't they? I know we're heavily in the future at this point, but I feel like Cardiff would be a solid team. Oh, as it stands, Everton are going down. Oh, he's missed a sitter. Right, half time. I'm very pleased. How's fitness levels, everybody? He's on a yellow. Let's just don't want anything silly to happen. Right, I want Roos to get a goal now, please. From either one of the wingers get an assist. Just so everybody's getting their foot in. I'm going to give him some praise. We're just going to drop it back a little bit. Good header from Severino. Yeah, so I'm going to do some more scouting because I think if I can find a left back, I've got 700k. I'd like a first choice left back. And keep Severino as the sort of youngster improving backup, but I'd like somebody who's a bit more solid as a first team. Deacon's through. He's looking for his hat trick. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's running extremely slowly. Okay. He felt bad for him. Fair enough. Don't want to alarm anybody, but we are top of the league. Nice one. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely. Go on, Roos. Oh, there it is. Okay, Jay Blake with the assist. Roos with his first of the season. It's just what he does. It's just, we know this by now. It's just what he does. I like Deacon's ball into Blake, and Blake plays a delightful ball from the boarding midfielder, and Roos fires it in that bottom corner. Also, I don't think I've actually talked about the Europa League, because... Europa League? It's because my brain's overheating. The European Championship. Because, you know, I would have made one of those really easy videos for views, but about how my reaction with the thumbnail. But I can't be asked. So, yeah, it was brilliant. Overall, the tournament, apart from the sort of, you know, COVID being a dick and England fans being a dick, but they're always a dick, it's kind of expected at this point, sadly. Apart from those things, go on. Oh. And the travel, I understand having a split up championship because of all the COVID-y stuff and everything, but some of the travel was just disproportionate. It could have been a lot better, and they've already come out and said that they're going to not do that again. It's fair enough. But the football was fucking brilliant. A lot of the time, most of the time, any international football, the actual games themselves are not as good. Because international teams aren't as good as club teams. Oh, he's stolen it. He gets his hat-trick. They're not as good. Not because all the players are amazing, but, you know, club teams play week in, week out, train together all the time, obviously. So it's always a bit bitty, and usually a bit bitty and stuff like that. Even like Portugal that won it last time, wasn't great football and stuff like that. But over the amount of goals, the amount of good games there was, it was brilliant. England did well. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. Like, you know, we got a 10. Let's go. I'm still on I think Southgate's done exceptional. And I'm liking that he's getting the credit. I think he's a great human being and a good manager. I don't think he's... What I'd like to see England do to develop now is go, okay, this is the backbone. We've built this system that's excellent. Now, we just need a way of just getting our such good attacking players a bit more. I'm not saying we suddenly go rampant. Like, if that's our style, that's our style. Controlled football, sort of cautious football. But I think we've got the players to, especially when we're playing the smaller nations, I think that's the struggle. It's great against Italy and Russia, Germany and stuff like that, as proved. You know, we hold our own. We're as good as any of those sides now, I believe. But when we're playing smaller nations, we seem to still be playing kind of similarly. And it's like, no, now is the time you go, we dominate these guys. So if Gareth can add that to his repertoire, all good. But well done, England. Well done, Italy. They were brilliant. They were one of my favourite teams to watch at the tournament, along with Denmark, I think. But yeah, all round fucking brilliant tournament. Okay, 750 grand. Nice. We might as well ask for it. We believe the current. I urge you to reconsider. Okay. Oh, 3,313 because we're three. Okay, 3 point. I will take that. I'm hoping our stadium was built with expansion in mind because we've already expanded it twice and it's less than a year old. What a performance from Deeks. Should have signed him for 3 million. I can't. It's absolutely impossible unless I stretch the... No, we don't need... Like, we've got him on loan for the season. Then we'll work out what we're going to do with him. But there we go. I'm not going to ask you... Normally I ask you at the beginning of the season to let me know in the comments where we're going to finish in the season. But you just saw that game, right? There's no point. We're winning the league, obviously. Because Cardiff are a top team. Hang on. Cardiff are a top 15 team. So, in like the 7th biggest league in the world or whatever it is. So, you know, that's not bad whatsoever. I will be doing a bit of scouting for a left back. I'm not comfortable with any of our left backs. We've got 3. But the rest of it's good. We've got some good backups. We've signed some good youngsters. And we tried Oxford, but they're just a little bit too low in that none of our players want to go there. We got Hasbro to go there one season, and he was amazing. I tried to send him there again this season. He doesn't want anything to do with them. He rejected them, and then they came in and offered to loan him, and he still rejected them. So I thought, okay, let's try and find something a little bit big, like a bit higher. And this was the best we could do. They are obviously in the National League still, but stuff, but their reputation's a bit better. And we got 2 of our players. 2 of our players? What the fuck have you put him in the under-18s for? 2 of our players to go there, so hopefully he's going to do a bit of work. Do they not need any right wingers? They got this guy. Oh, come on, ours is better than that. He's dyed his hair blonde as well. Absolutely dumb. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. But yeah, might be a left back. Probably not. Wages have gone up quite a bit, but that's to be expected. Some of our big name players sign new contracts and stuff like that. It's still 99k at the end of the day. It's still ridiculously little. I don't know if we're still the lowest. Yep. Oh, we're catching Wigan. Let's go. What's the net spendies like? Chris Brown has made 30. Oh, look at the money these teams made. The fire sales. At least nobody's spending big money, which is good, because that would scare me. Yeah, it's 5 million from Blackburn. Middlesbrough made 32 million in profit. Okay, right. I think it's fair to say we're going to win the league. So, no predictions, none needed. It's very good to be back. I'm quite hyper, as you might have noticed. It might be heat stroke. It's 50-50. Thank you very much for your patience and support and all that stuff. If you do want to support me on Patreon, you can do so below. I know this save isn't to everyone's taste, these sort of long-term saves. But once this is done, we're going to do some fun stuff that I've got in the plans and everything and all good stuff. And my streaming will return next week. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much for being legends. I'm going to take this fucking hat off. Because the trouble is, it's not just that it's hot and this is a hat, bobble hat, hot weather, not great. It really melts my dreadlocks. Right, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.